Hi everyone, welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're going to talk about a very useful topic, describing distance. Many English learners find it difficult to choose the right words when talking about how near or far something is. Words like nearby, adjacent, distant, or within reach can sometimes feel confusing, especially in daily conversations, giving directions, or describing locations. In this lesson, we'll walk through a natural conversation to show you how these words are used in real life. We'll also highlight key phrases, introduce useful vocabulary, and share practical tips so you can express distance and location more clearly and naturally in English. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, James, do you know how far the nearest trailhead is from here?
It's actually pretty close, just a few minutes by car. We can be there in no time.
That's good to hear. I don't want to start the morning with a long drive. Is there any other trail nearby worth checking out?
Yeah, there's another one that's just adjacent to the main trail. It's shorter but leads to a great lookout point.
Oh, I like that idea. Something scenic, but not too far. But what about the big loop trail you mentioned last time?
That one's a bit distant. It's about a 40-minute drive from here, and the hike itself takes a few hours. It's pretty remote. Not many people go there.
Remote sounds nice, honestly. Sometimes it's good to be away from the crowds, but maybe not this weekend.
Yeah, I figured. That one's better when you've got a whole day free. It kind of feels isolated, so we'd have to be prepared.
True. I don't want to risk being out of reach if something happens. It's better to stick somewhere within reach for now.
Good call. The first trail is within reach and super easy to navigate. Plus, it's close enough if we need to come back early.
Perfect. By the way, are there any rest spots or cafes nearby? I wouldn't mind grabbing a coffee afterward.
Yeah, there's a small cafe nearby, just down the road. It's not fancy, but it's cozy.
Nice. I love when everything is close together. Hike, views, and coffee. It makes the whole trip feel more relaxing.
Exactly. And if we enjoy it, next time we can plan for the remote one. It's a great place to disconnect, but a bit out of reach for a casual weekend.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do the nearby trail this time and keep the remote one for another day.
Agreed. I'll pick you up early and we'll hit the trail. It's going to be a good day.
Can't wait. And that's a wrap for today's lesson on this topic. We explored how to describe distance naturally in English and learned some useful phrases to express whether something is near, far, or within reach. Let's quickly review what we covered today. What we talked about. We talked about how to describe locations that are near, far, or distant. We explored common phrases like nearby and within reach to sound more natural. We practiced using these phrases in conversations about directions and surroundings. Key phrases. It's actually pretty close, just a few minutes by car. Is there any other trail nearby worth checking out? That one's a bit distant. It's about a 40-minute drive from here. It kind of feels isolated, so we'd have to be prepared. It's better to stick somewhere within reach for now. I love when everything is close together. Hike, views, and coffee. Let's do the nearby trail this time and keep the remote one for another day. Learning these phrases is super useful because we often talk about distance and locations in daily life, whether you're asking for directions, planning a trip, or just chatting with friends. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to sound natural and confident. So, try using these phrases next time you describe a place or give someone directions. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.